And here's a live look at nmroads.com. You can see driving conditions up near Las Vegas. It's a little dicey right now. On I-25, there are difficult driving conditions between Roe and Raton. The road is snow-packed and icy. Of course, we're keeping an eye on these roads for you, and we'll continue to bring you updates throughout the morning. Just please be very careful out there because it is quite a mess.
All right, as we mentioned, the roads are slick out there. One of the hardest hit areas up on I-25 is going to be north of Santa Fe. That's where News 13 Samantha McDonald has been out all night long. Good morning, Sam.
Good morning, Matt. It is very breezy out here. There's no more snow at the moment, but it was a very different picture earlier. The storm started at about 11 p.m. last night. We got out here on the roads about 2:30. They were very wet, and that's something to watch out for today. Take a look at this video we got earlier. We were driving up I-25 outside of Santa Fe on the old Las Vegas highway. The roads are packed with snow and very icy. Also, we ran into a semi-truck driver that needed to get towed after getting stuck in the snow. He just lost control and had to pull over there. The semi-truck driver says the first snow of the season is always the worst, and he wished snowplows had been out earlier. As for the tow truck driver, he's expecting a long day ahead of him.
A few cars and vans sliding off the road, but it's gonna get worse as the morning comes and traffic starts flowing more.
State police say the storm brought in about 5 to 6 inches of snow, and as temperatures drop, the roads are going to get dangerous, so be careful when you head out today. Back to you.
No, okay, very good advice there. Thank you, Sam. Stay warm, be safe out there. Roads are also getting slick and snowy out in the East Mountains, particularly I-40 as you go east of Albuquerque. So we sent News 13's David Romero out to Cedillo Hill. He has the latest out there. And David, it looks like one of the biggest problems out there is just the wind and the cold, man.
The wind and the cold, that's exactly right, Matt. You know, the last reading that we have temperature-wise out here is 22 degrees. Factor that in with the wind, and they're showing a wind chill of 4 degrees out here. Not 40, not 34, 4 degrees, and you can sure feel it on your face out here if you're out here. Now, check on the ground right now. You can see that there is a dusting of snow. That's the same with the whole situation out here in the East Mountains. You can see the traffic is flowing eastbound and westbound on I-40. It's not slick at this time, but that's going to be a different story as the temperatures continue to drop throughout the day and throughout the night. It just looks miserable out here. It feels miserable out here. If you don't have to be out here, of course, stay home, you know. And of course, we want to pass along that warning to drivers that you need to watch your speed when you're driving out here, because the winds, they have calmed in the last hour hour or two that we've been out here. But again, when those pick up later, you know, it's not good that, you know, it has a tendency to make the vehicle sway and you're going to overcorrect. And that's when rollovers happen. That's when accidents happen. And of course, that's when, you know, it causes a lot of trouble. So take your time if you're going to go anywhere today, especially tomorrow when the roads are going to get wet over the course of the day and slick over the course of the night. And bundle up if you have to be out in this kind of weather. Back to you guys.
Very good advice, David. Thank you very much. Be sure to stay right here with KRQE. We continue to follow this wintry weather throughout the morning and throughout the day. You can also log on to KRQE.com for the very latest.
All right, 6:35 now. On to other news. Injustice at its best.
You know, that is what the mom whose van full of kids was shot at by state police is now saying as she speaks out for the first time since the ordeal. You've seen the video here. Orania Farrell and her 5 children were pulled over in their van for speeding near Taos last month. Officials say before he finished writing the ticket, she drove off a bit. The officer then tried to get her out and arrest her. They say she resisted and her 14-year-old son confronted the cop. When the family finally got back into the van, the officer busted out a window using his baton, then took off again. And another officer fired 3 shots at the van, saying that he was aiming at her tires. Now, Farrell was arrested in Taos. She's now facing criminal charges. The officers are not being charged.